My name is Mendoza. I'm going to be doing a bunch of different knife cuts. First I'm going to do a julienne and carrot and then go into a small dice. So first I'm going to go by, I already washed it and then I removed the skin with the peeler and I squared it off so I have a flat side on each side. Now I'm going to make thin planks. Now that I have my thin planks here, I'm going to just stack them. I'll do about half. And then you go across the planks like vertically, and then you make your juliennes, which is 1 1/16 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch. And then after that, we'll be doing the batonette, which is a quarter inch. And then we have julienne carrots. Now that I have my julienne carrot strips here, I'm going to make sure they're even. I'm going to go do a small dice now, or brunoise. You see we have these little cubes here, all about the same length and size. And there we go, small dice on carrots. Alright, now I'm going to do the batonette for the carrots. I have the same strips from earlier now. It's the same process up until now. Now you just make the strips a quarter inch in length. And we have here the little matchsticks, quarter inch in length. I could have made it a little shorter, but that's the right thickness. Now we're going to go on to do parsley. Alright, so now I have here my parsley. I'm going to just mince this up now. First I'm going to take it, I'm going to bundle it up so I don't have to chop all around like that. Get it all in one place. I'm just going to go through it once like this. And now I'm going to go across like that and just shred it up. Small enough right there. Now we take that, we put it on our cheesecloth here. Gets a little sticky here. wrap it like that. Just get it in a nice little bundle. And now we're gonna wet this. We're just gonna twist it and press up. You'll see a lot of the green running out. We wash it like this so that we don't have any of the green bleeding through onto the dish, and so it'll be fluffier. Until the water runs clearish, or at least not as green. And then we go up here. See all the green that got washed off? Now we have parf is a lot fluffier and it's clean now. Now I'm going to be mincing 2 cloves of garlic here. First thing you do with the garlic is you just give it a little smash so you get it out of its skin. It's the easiest way to get it out of its skin, pretty much. And you go, and you could, well, I'll do it both ways. You can go, just start slicing it that way, and then go across from there. The only problem with this is it takes a little bit longer to get it up into smaller pieces. What you're doing is just rocking your blade back and forth across the garlic to get it smaller. That's one way to do it, but the way I prefer it is, well, usually you do it when it's not as broken. Here we go. I like to do it like an onion. Give it little slices across. Well, I'm going to do it with one that's less broken. I'll chop this one separately. So we're trying this one again with another piece that's more whole. I'm going to go across it like an onion. Just do slices almost all the way up vertical, but leave a little piece connected. And then I go across this way a couple times. And then you just go and then you just rock your knife back on that. I find this to be easier because it gets the pieces smaller and more uniform instead of chunks like that. And it just makes it easier to get it all minced up. See? Minced garlic. Alright, so now we have here a small onion, which I've cut in half and removed the paper skin from. Now I'm going to go across this way and make little slices almost all the way up. Ooh. Then you slice across this way. This will make it even smaller, the slices. I mean the dicing. Now you just go across a couple times, get a small dice. The more you go up like that, the smaller it'll be. Already some of them falling off. And you just go straight down. And they'll come off in layers like that. There you go. Small dice on an onion. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing orange supremes. I took already the bottom part off. Now I'm going to take off the top. There, like that. And so the orange, you want to go, this whole white rim, you want to take it off, but shave it off this way, but without touching the flesh. So you want to go around it. Sometimes you have to go even more than that to take off the white part. This supreme is usually easier to do with a paring knife because you can get in there and go a lot closer to the edge there and do detailed cuts like that. And just go on and clean up all the white without trying to take off the orange if you can. And now that you take out the skin and all the white rind pieces, well, just a little bit more here on the bottom. All you have left is the flesh, and you want to go cut with the segments. So each of these white lines, that's one segment is in between. So you want to cut in between without taking too much of the flesh away. So you go straight down, and then straight down along the other side. Cut across, and then try and get it out like that. And that's a segment. Supreme. And you would just go along and do it for however many you need. Slice right up like that. 2 more. They sort of flop out towards the end, so you want to make sure you're not cutting the flesh. And then so all you have left is the little segments and orange supremes. Alright, finally I'm going to be doing a tomato concasse. So first you want to take a paring knife and cut this part, the little root part out. I grab it like a pencil usually, and you just pierce it there, cut a little circle around. Don't go too deep, but you want to go deep enough that you get the whole root end out, stem end. And just wedge it out. And then on the other side you want to make a little X. You do this so that when after it's done being blanched, the skin's going to separate so you have something to peel each side from. So now when I'm going to go put this to boil, take it out and then put it in an ice water bath so that it'll cool down and won't make the inside too mushy. Okay. Alright, so now it's already blanched it for a couple seconds, just enough to get the skin loosened. And usually, if you're working with ready-to-eat food like this, or the supremes, or the parsley, if it wasn't going to be cooked, you'd need gloves for plating and service, because it's considered ready to eat, so it's not taking any more cooking. So now I'm going to just peel this part off. Sit in there for a couple seconds so it loosens up a little bit. Keeps cooling down. And then you see the skin really start to peel off. And there we go, all the skin is off of the tomato. Now I'm going to cut this into a small dice. Alright, now I'm going to do my dice on the tomato after it's been blanched and shocked. Just go half like that. I'm going to do quarters. Well, I'll just half first. And then I'm going to take my paring knife, go around and cut out this white part here with the seeds, because all we want is the flesh for the concasse. We're just going to scrape those seeds out. I'm going to do the same on the other side now. Make sure all the white parts are out and all the seeds get scraped out. Now I'm going to go and make this into strips. Make sure it's flat first. And we're going to turn them sideways. Line them up nice. And we're going to do a small dice on them. There we go. Tomato concassé.